So I'm doing this video today to show you a new method of leaf rooting or propagation that is part the style Andrea Worrell uses and part kind of experimentation because I had these things around. As I've shown you in videos before, Andrea roots all of her leaves in water first until they almost have immature plantlets forming at the base of the leaf petiole. Which isn't what I do. I typically put them in small 1-ounce cups, that being the minis and semi-minis. I put in 1-ounce cups with a light potting medium. Because I put so many down at once and I fill at times 6 or 7 trays each with 50 leaf cups, I water them once, I bag them, and I shove them on a plant shelf, and I honestly don't find the time to go back and check on them for sometimes as much as several months later. The problem I have with that system is I do have the occasional run-in with too much moisture in the tray, and thereby I get some rotting leaves. It hasn't been a real problem because of the quantity of leaves I foolishly put down, but in terms of getting a better, more manageable system, I thought I'd give Andrea's system a try. So I had these things that were given to us at the shop that are now marketed to florists as a decorative vase enhancement. They start out as fine, something akin to fine fish gravel is what they look like. And you soak these little nuggets in water and they balloon up to these perfectly round, very squeezable. Can you see how I'm squeezing that? They're very bounceable. They're kind of like a round jelly marble. I think they're an adaptation of what was out 10 years ago, probably 20 years ago, in the commercial nursery industry as more of a clear, irregular shaped thing that was added into soil to aid in water retention in commercial production. But these are sold now in a rainbow of colors for, I guess, florists to use as they had been marbles in clear vases. When you add water to them, so I've got some in a vase here, I'll put that in the middle. You can see before you mix them in, they're very distinctly separate marbles. Once you add a little water to them, they look as though they're just orange water. But sure enough, when you drain off the water, they're just going to look like the marbles again. So that's not rocket science. So a week or so ago, at a meeting I was at where they were passing out leaves, I had brought some of these to share with Andrea, and so they were handing out leaves as prizes, so I did some up, and I'm impressed by how they're doing. So this is me holding it up to the light. This is Black Jewel. Club had gotten a whole bunch of leaves from Three Oak Violets, Amy Cash Allison's violets, and I think it's intriguing enough to me that I'm gonna try a little more. So I had a whole big bag of these orange, and I have them in all sorts of colors that we played around with, and then pretty much I decided it wasn't our cup of tea for the shop. So rather than throw them out, I'm going to try to use them as a means to keep leaves upright. As you can see, it keeps the leaf blade out of the water because they sit on top of these kind of firm jelly marbles, but it keeps the leaf petiole in. So, for instance, in this one, where I've written gumdrop in Sharpie marker knowing that I'll be able to bleach it out, I'm just going to add enough water so I can still see a little bit of the jelly marbles on top. I might even pour a little bit of it out. I've gotten a bit too much. That's how I'd like it, so I can see that texture on top. And then I'll just take my cut leaves and very obviously just place them in there. it certainly makes the potting room more colorful. And I suppose if you were really high maintenance, they come in most every color that violets come in. You could, for instance, put all the leaves that bloom purple in cups with purple gel marbles and pink and lavender and so on, green, and they have white. So just I'd share that, and then I'll make a video later down the road once I start getting more evidence of success on this, and you can have a comparison. Bye.